Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Math Help with Miss McCarthy. These episodes are powered by you, that's right, teachers and parents who work with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and you've come across a math problem that's kind of got you scratching your head. That's where you can send it my way. You can do that by going to mccarthymathacademy.com/mathhelp. That is where you can send me your questions, and it's also where you can see the growing playlist of free episodes that I post onto YouTube, because somebody else's question might be your question too. I'm all about trying to help you make math make sense. We're about to jump into today's question, but I do want to let you know to stick around, because after we go over today's question, I will also take you into the members area. That's right, you'll get a sneak peek into the members area where I have tons of video lessons, printables, student guides, mini assessments, and so much more. I'm going to show you behind the scenes, so you don't want to miss that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, and let me teach you. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties today, so please forgive me. I'm using my lower quality camera here. Here we go. So today's problem comes from Carrie in Orlando, Florida, and Carrie wanted to let me know that her students at her school were having some trouble differentiating between these two problems. You're going to notice that they are very similar, but the operation that you do with them is different. So we have to make sure that we read it carefully and break it down. And I'm letting you know right now that my best advice here is going to be to draw these out. Okay, and that's what we're going to do in this video. Okay, so there's two problems. Problem number one says that Liam has a roll that contains 4 feet of rope. He uses 2/3 feet of rope to build a model. How much rope remains on the roll? So I'm going to go ahead and draw this one out. So we have somebody named Liam, has a roll that has 4 feet of rope. So I'm going to draw some rope here. I know it doesn't really look like rope, it just looks like a long bar, and that's fine. But this is going to be 0 feet. Okay, this will be 1 foot of rope, 2 feet, 3 feet, and 4 feet. Actually going to zoom in on this one so we can see what's going on. He uses 2/3 feet of the rope to build a model. So he has 4 feet here, but he doesn't need a whole bunch of it. He only needs 2/3 feet. So where is 2/3 feet ending up? Okay, well, we know that 1 foot would be 3/3. So I'm going to break this foot right here into thirds. And Liam only needs 2/3 of it. So this is the amount that Liam uses, 2/3 feet. But the question says, how much rope remains on the roll? So the amount that's remaining is actually this part right here. In purple is how much is remaining. So how much remains on the roll? The remaining piece right here is 1/3 feet. And then we have 1 foot, 1 foot, and 1 foot. So we have 1, 2, 3 whole feet, plus we have that 1/3 remaining. So it would be 3 1/3 feet. Okay, that would be modeling it using a drawing. Now let's talk about what operation we were doing here. So we started with 4 feet of rope, and we subtracted the part that he used, which was 2/3 feet, which would equal 3 1/3 feet remaining. That's what we did here. Okay, so you can see the operation here required just subtraction. We knew the amount, we knew how much he used, we had to figure out the remaining. Now let's notice the difference here in problem number 2. It says that Liam has a roll that contains 4 feet of rope. He uses 2/3 of his rope to build a model. How much of the rope remains on the roll? So if I start the same problem out with Liam, Liam has a roll that contains 4 feet of rope. I'm going to start it by drawing the same kind of thing. Okay, 4 feet of rope. Here's 0 feet. Here's 4 feet. And let me break it down. Okay, this would be 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. He uses 2/3 of the rope. Up here it said 2/3 feet. Now it's 2/3 of his rope of the whole thing. So if we were to take this whole thing and break it into thirds, 3 equal pieces, that means that now he's using this amount right there. okay? Which is in between 2 and 3 when we're thinking about it visually like that, 2 feet and 3 feet. So what's happening here is we're finding 2/3 of the whole. He's taking 2/3 of the whole, which means that we need to multiply here. So that would be 2/3 of 4. I like to do it like this, 2/3 times 4 over 1, which equals 8/3. And we could also write 8/3 as 2 and 2/3 feet. So let's go back, because the question is saying how much of the rope remains on the roll. So he has a roll that contains 4 feet of rope. He uses 2/3 of it. So this is what he uses up here. He uses 2/3 of it all the way to here to build a model. How much of the rope remains on the roll? So now we're looking at how much is remaining here. So if we know that he uses, I'm actually going to bring this down just a little bit so we can see. So if we know that he has 4 feet of rope, we know that he uses 2/3 of the rope. We know that that is 2 and 2/3. That would leave us with 1 and 1/3 remaining. And I could do that visually because I see here that what we have remaining is 1 whole plus the extra third that's right there. How much of the rope remains on it? 1 and 1/3 feet remains. And again, what I would suggest doing is drawing these out. The more that you have your students practice drawing these out, and you can see that the first one, we're actually removing, we know how many feet to remove. In the second problem, we don't know how many feet to remove. We have to figure out what 2/3 of that total is and then remove it. And honestly, problems like this, they take practice. So this is where I'm going to take you inside the members area of my site to show you where I have more problems just like this. If you're a teacher, you're going to go to the website that says teacher to get started. If you are a parent, you're going to go to the one that says mccarthymathacademy.com/family. Okay, I'm taking the teacher route first. So it'll drop you off right here. You can sign up for your free trial, and you'll notice here that there are 3 different plans available. We're going to talk about the bronze plan right here, but the silver and the gold contain the bronze resources that we're going to go over. So you will go to the members enter here tab. I'm going to click on the one that says original membership for teachers. We'll get to the one for families in just a second. It's very similar. And this is a 4th grade problem. And we're actually going to go right into here. I know it was a fraction type of problem, but we're using, this is an algebraic reasoning strand benchmark. Okay, and the 2 benchmarks that we were talking about were these 2 right here: add and subtract real world problems with fractions and mixed numbers, and multiply whole numbers by fractions in real world problems. So I'm actually going to click on this one first. And you'll notice that we're practicing to multiply whole numbers by fractions, and it's embedded into word problems. We're actually going to practice creating word problems in this video, so your students can just use this printable student guide. And then right here we have the multiply whole numbers by fractions, creating and solving equations. I actually want to zoom in here so you can see, because if you notice this problem right here, Sarah has completed 6/10 of a 4-mile run. How far has she traveled so far? Create an equation and solve. Include a visual representation. So I'll break down in this video how you do just that. So there's a little sneak peek there. So you can see what we're doing. Again, we're drawing it out, showing what 6/10 would be. There, I'm also going to go to this add and subtract real world problems one with mixed numbers and fractions. And there's a video lesson right there and a printable guide. Now there's a lot more resources. If you keep on scrolling down, you'll see some music videos, and you'll see where you can enter in where the silver and the gold resources are. Most teachers tend to go with the gold plan because it gives you access to everything. But when you land at the website right above, it'll walk you through so you'll know what's available inside of each plan. Right now, families, you would click on this one right here, 4th grade, and we would be working in these 2 units right there, okay? So I know that this is kind of a tricky skill. Again, it's a lot about drawing it to understand what's going on there. Carrie, I hope that this was helpful to you and everybody watching. I hope that you found value in this too. If you're looking for a way to say thank you, the best way that you can do that is by clicking the like button. That lets YouTube know and me know that you're enjoying content like this, and I can continue to make more. Don't forget to subscribe so you're the first to know when I drop a new video. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this video, share it with them. That's it for this episode of Math Help with Miss McCarthy, and I look forward to seeing you inside the members area.